Hello, my name is Jesse, and welcome to my technical audio reel. The demo you just heard was a passion project I built out of pre-made Unreal assets like the Old West level and the Paragon character suite. However, the gameplay with the projectiles was something that I created from scratch because I thought it would be fun to create something with unique concepts to explore in terms of sound design and implementation. I want to give a shout out here to my friend Diego Hodge, who gave me some feedback and advice about the targeting and trajectories of the homing projectiles you'll see here in this project. Since the pass-by sounds are driven by a Y switch, based on proximity to the player character, I'm passing both the specific projectile and the player references through a blueprint interface. The logic is implemented in the parent class, so all the child actors inherit it, which I felt was more performant than duplicating the setup across each of the child blueprints for the projectiles. When the onComponentBegin overlap event detects a collision with this trigger box I've placed behind the player character, there is a simple true or false variable checked to determine when or if to implement the interface logic shown previously. In Wise's actor mixer hierarchy, I've created separate work units for each category of the game audio for ease of use with source control. The impacts in particular were quite granular, all defined by the switch logic you see here. At the top level, I'm defining a spell type or category, and then from there a surface type to determine the specific assets that would be mapped to their respective physical material in Unreal. Here you can see on component hit, there is a sequence where first we set the switch based on the spell type, then we use the break hit result with the physical materials to determine which switch value is used in this select node here where I've assigned all the relevant switch values. And then the return value from this select node is where the second switch determines which surface type we impacted against, including other spells. For ambience in this project, I wanted to try something a bit different. Instead of the usual full-sounding beds, I set it up so that when enemy AI are active, the ambience thins out, and when they're gone, it fills out again. This is handled with a blend container in Wwise and a simple check in the level blueprint. Rather than using event tick, which runs every frame, I used a timer to check every 3 seconds. Much more performant for logic that doesn't need to be frame accurate in terms of sync. As you can see, it's just a simple check for if the actor is valid or not, and each result will use the appropriate RTPC value to determine whether it's the busier or quieter ambient sound that should play. Thanks for checking out my demo. I had a lot of fun building and prototyping different systems in Blueprint, setting up dynamic mixing, and imagining how sound would behave in this gameplay scenario.